On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On the double.
53, Mike. And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
There's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Squeeze, double. 2. 6, bullet high. Ready.
From the gun, Abraham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's third down.
That play is just another example of how the corner has evolved in the NFL. You don't necessarily have to have a really tall guy. What you're looking for is length, right? You look for that arm span, able to get a hand in late in the play and affect it.
And the height, it makes it harder to complete deep balls like the one we just saw.
Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine. Watch the run. Let's go.
On third down, Abraham. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
All day. Here we go, 2. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
23 yards the pickup there. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
On second down, it's Bell. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's third and 2 now.
Check 26.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense?
That's caught at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A gain of 15 brings up 2nd down at the 17-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, and he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Prescott's pass intended for number 86. Incomplete.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Abraham. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. operating from the gun. Abraham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking to throw. Abraham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 96, Mike 96. You gonna see me smooth. You get it.
From the gun, Abraham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Prescott. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check, 59. It's our time. There we go, kill. Check 59, Mike. Mike, 59.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott completes it to Davis. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points up.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Abraham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Prescott. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Shoot.
On first down, Abraham gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Abraham. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He finds Taylor, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Mike's 59. I'll get him. 47.
Mike's 5'9".
Down to lose 1. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. Kill. Hey, pick your game up. 26.
Prescott on first down. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, kill. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Prescott yet again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, kill. 47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Quit talking about it. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
From the 16, Prescott. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, 47. Here we go. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Farmer. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Jones now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Carl Lawson, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Go, go.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Go.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hey, 96 is coming. You know, Mike, 96. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Watch twist.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 4th down, Jones. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll run it with Bell. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Jones now to throw from his end zone. This one caught by Crowder. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 1 to 54. Wide in.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. This one caught by Davis. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
He's going to lock one deep. He's got it. Hit the 15. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Prescott, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Well, first down run with Bell is he'll get about 6 there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Now Prescott. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
30 base. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On his Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. That's complete. It's Bell. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals,